Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Barndo. Tonight I'm going to go through our Warwind 226, number 4 in the queue. Now it was versus the Symbols, South Korean clan. You can see it's a 5-star war, but we did really shit. You can see they missed Dave with the 2-star, just the 47%. They missed a lot of our Town Hall 9s, but we missed a lot of their Town Hall 9s. That was also my fail there on number 1, went a little bit too tricky. And you can see I did have a hit, where are we, with Barndo 80 there as well. Double fail from me as far as I'm concerned, this war. Really interesting war. It was like we had scrim-like pressure, where we put ourselves under a lot of pressure. We actually missed 4 Town Hall 9s ourselves. Now, these bases weren't hardcore bases. They were fairly average bases. And it's good to have that human element added to the game, where we did really bad. We're quite competitive. We just were really unlucky through. Some of them we had some 98s and 99s and bases destroyed, but then not enough DPS troops clean up. You can see I had a disconnect on Barndo 82 and then a 3-star on that. So, yeah, it was really good to get the win. But you can see a lot of really failed attacks. They also had no Town Hall 8s. We had 4 8s in our list, and Yoda probably got the MVP for the war, because I think he had 4 or 5 attacks versus his base. So not a lot of really super attacks to show, but definitely a good hard slog war where we've actually won. You know, like, that's the resilience you have in a clan, and you try and build a group where you've got people that will go it till the end, and I really do feel this war was one of those. So Dave had a bit of a muck around. This was the last attack for the war, so he's gone out with the mass bowlers. I only got to see this a little bit live. I didn't actually re-watch it afterwards, but mass bowlers, definitely a good army done right. I actually attacked number 4 with mass bowlers and stuffed it. So yeah, it's not exactly going to be an army that's going to be 100% every time. You're definitely going to have to think about it, which is cool though. It's another army, it's another option. I just love how rocks go absolutely everywhere. So you see an early rage. It's 2 single infernos, so he's got to hold on to and not make any freezes, no needs. You can see there's just bowlers going everywhere. Everything's dead. Lots of bowlers left, healers. His queen's on full. I think Jimmy Bob did die by the looks of it fairly early. But yeah, definitely one of those armies that you've got to muck around with. A lot of people didn't level bowlers because they were quite poo. But now, with the, obviously, unit reduction down to 6, they're becoming a very versatile unit. I do use it a lot at Town Hall 9 and 10 for little walks. So let's have a look here at Shine. His attack on number 7. And this was a little bit of a lower Town Hall 10 base. 2 level 1 single infernos, and Shine's gone in with a Queen Walk and a Vaho by the looks of it. I don't think he would have had a Golem in the clan castle. Excuse me, I do sound a little bit weird right now. I'm still fighting the flu. Now, draws the clan castle. That was a good draw. You can see he needs that rage to get it down. No poisons. Doesn't need them, uses it instead to get that earthquake set going. Now you can see he uses some giants as well as Valks. They're going to keep that single busy for just long enough to be able to make sure old Jimmy Bob doesn't get beaten up. Uses his Queen's ability. Did have a heal for his hogs as well. I like that. 2 heals. There you go. There's that second heal. Skip the defence down the bottom. I think it was an air attack possibly versus this base as an open, so he didn't actually know where any of the giant bombs or anything like that were, so it was just a matter of trying to find him and get the 3-star. Definitely in a spot where we needed it, and came through with the goods under pressure. Where are we? Let's have a look now. I'm going to show a couple of Town Hall 9s. Now this was Barndo 82. This wasn't a re-hit. It wasn't a fresh hit. It was a re-hit. But in the war where we were, I definitely didn't want to go risk anything too much. And you can see I've gone in with a Hiva Hobo, and it's yeah, worked well. You can see it's the queen. She's going to be walking clockwise from about 6:30, and then I've started with the bowlers. Done a little bit of hurting for them. Unfortunately, didn't get that cannon down. That's going to keep firing, but you see, it was a hound in the clan castle. So bowlers, Valks, none of that cares about it being a hound. So one thing I did notice with this was the bowlers could actually get a little bit greedy for the healers, which means if you rage Valk like I did there, your Valks are going to run away from your healers. So you're actually going to lose this being a proper Valk walk, and a possibility that definitely may affect your overall raid. Obviously my bowlers have stayed alive, and the king and queen have gone along as well. So they've both got abilities available. So it was a good base read still, but I can definitely see this failing some strategies where your Valks run off, they get chopped up, and then you've only got your bowlers left at the end, and they can only do so much. They've only got so many hit points. So definitely something to keep in mind. I was glad I saw that there. And let's have a look. This was Muzza. This was a fresh hit, and Muzza's gone in with a Hivaho. So healers, Valks, Hogs, and he's done it really well. He didn't know what was in the clan castle. That's why he's got 2 poisons. And this was something you'll see. I've uploaded a video just recently regarding skeletons and summon skellies. I think the skeleton spell is definitely going to have a play, and I do use it myself in this raid combo. I take 1 poison and 1 skelly summon for a bit of variety, but that's providing you make sure you get the clan castle drawn to the queen, in case it's a dragon mainly. Otherwise you need 2 poisons. So Muzza's gone in with the 2 poisons. If it's going to be a dragon, he did try for the draw but missed it. So let's speed this up. Again, tries for the draw. So had 6 Hogs to start off with, but missed it. So he's realised he's not going to get it now, and goes into his raid. And look at that. It's a hound. So very lucky. Unfortunately, his queen's going to die, but the healers come down and they keep healing up the Valks. So he's really lucky with how that's worked. I like how he's got 2 wizards left over. They're going to clear up from the tail end and get it through. So, yeah, for a fresh hit in a war, this was quite early. Muzz is normally one of the first attackers to get both his attacks out. In a war where we were really struggling on Town Hall 9s, this was a good attack. Good versatile attack. He handled the fact that he didn't draw the clan castle quite well. Unfortunately, his queen, he died, but it shows you the power of the old Hivaho. So, yeah, well done, Muzz. And for the rest of our Town Hall 9s that battled and struggled on, it's good. This is fair play. This is what it's going to be. But keep in mind, this is what your scrims, this is what organised wars are like every single war. People do struggle. People fail against bases, and you've got to get under pressure and get them sorted. So, yeah, hope you guys had a bit of a laugh. And as always, clash on.